All right, it's been a few weeks. I'm back to do some more work on these hands. These are Inmoov robot hands. Since the last time, I took out the filament pins that were in each of the joints and replaced them with these bolts and nuts. Those are secured there and make it a lot stronger. I've cleaned up a lot of joints and allowed things to move a lot freer. And I'm going to be working on some other things today besides this hand. I'm going to be working on the forearm. These pieces used to be joined together. I used an acrylic adhesive before, but they did come apart. So I'm going to be going with JB Quick today. I drilled a few holes in the edge of this just to help the JB Quick seal and hold on to these parts a little bit better. I'm hoping it'll hold them together. I'm going to try and keep as much off of the outside of the arm as possible, if that's possible, and focus on the inside for a lot of the JB weld. So I'm going to do it in the seam here. Just try and keep it off the outside. If I end up getting some on the outside, that's okay. I am going to weather these arms a little bit once I'm done to give the robot a little bit more of a weathered look. Get a few of these out. So I just need to mix some JB Quick and start putting this together. And let's see. Again, these parts are for the Inmoov robot. These are going to be, it's a humanoid robot. It's full size. If you want to see this robot, you can go to the Ars Mechanica website. You can go to arsmechanica.com. You can also go to the originator of this robot, which is inmoov.fr, I believe. He's the one that designed that robot, and there's thousands of people in the world building versions of this robot. So I'm gonna just play a little audio. First, I want to mix these. It's going to be equal portions. Just equal amounts of both. Approximate. It's not, none of this is an exact science. But the more accurate you are, the better it's going to hold. And, that's about right. Might be a little bit more of the light color. Add a little bit of the black here. There. Let me just mix this together. I don't know if I actually have enough in the first batch here, but it'll be enough to join the pieces. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep it as clean as possible here. I know it's not super easy to do this, and I don't have a lot of time. This stuff sets in about 6 minutes. So I pretty much got to hurry up when I do this. I joined a couple other pieces before for a Majora's Mask. I think it was like 8 pieces I put together with this stuff. And it worked really, really well. And the thing is super solid. So I figured I'm going to try this again. Because, oh man, this stuff is, I feel like it's already hardening. It doesn't take long. It really doesn't. This stuff is really good stuff. And then this I'm going to just kind of slather on. I don't care about the inside as much. I'm actually going to add extra on the inside for support. Alright, there we go. Now let's join these pieces. Actually, you know what? I'll put some on the edge here too. I need some on the edge. The crazy sound in the background is audio project that I did several years ago. My band, the Olympus Mons. Okay, there is a bit more on the outside than I'd like. So clean a lot of that off. There we go. That's good. There we go. Push it through those holes. That's what I was hoping those holes would do. I'd be able to push through them. And I was hoping I could wipe off any excess off the outside. Oh, I gotta hold this thing together for 6 minutes. Get my fingertips. You know what? I'm actually going to take these gloves off because I think I can do it cleanly. Like this. Alright. So I'm hoping to get the whole arm together and get the fingers moving this week. It's kind of the plan. We'll see if that works out. There's always a lot more than you think there is with a project like this. Things are never as simple as you think they're going to be. Ever. So and a lot of times you have to backtrack. Like before doing this, I had all 5 of the servos mounted in here. But then I realized it really wasn't going to work out well for me to try and join these pieces together if that was in there. So I had to take them back out. Yeah, this is going to work well. I'm going to do another batch in a minute after this sets, and I'm going to put it over top of this just to really hold it together so I don't have to worry about these 2 pieces, so that they become one. And then I can move on to the other stuff. I also need to repair part of the servo mount too. It broke. The 3D print did not hold well. I had some layers come apart on it, And I can use a JB Weld on that too. I can make it nice and strong again. At least I think I should be able to do that. It might break somewhere else if it's a bad print. I may have to just reprint that mount. I printed it a long time ago. Gosh, about two and a half years ago. Same with these pieces. I printed these back when I first got my first 3D printer, which was like a few years ago. Probably getting pretty good. Oh yeah, it's almost solid now. Probably take my hands off it at this point. I don't think it's going anywhere. There we go. Yeah, this is good. All right, I'm going to make another batch and throw it on top before that fully sets, and then should be good. So I'm going to just tear that off, and toss it, and I'll make another batch. Just put it right on here. Probably should be wearing gloves for this because it's very easy to get messy. Got a couple more of these. Let me grab another pair of gloves, and I will be right back. All right. Let's get these on. All right, let's get another batch going, and I will finish up this for tonight and move on to something else. Let's get a decent sized batch of this. Again, I think I've got too much black this time. Add a little bit of that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Just gonna kind of overlap this a little. Occasionally there's a little noise in the background. Water system will kick on in here. Usually only lasts a few seconds. Unless it's processing there because it stopped. Okay. Yeah, this is going to work out really well. This should hold really, really well. This thing won't be coming apart, I'll tell you that. This thing's probably going to be the strongest part. If anything breaks, it'll be somewhere else. It definitely won't be at this joint. Not at all. Go. So that's good. The other thing I wanted to do, and I don't know if I have time to do it with this batch, but I'm going to try. Let's fix this mount. I probably should have prepped this ahead of time. Let's see how fast I can get this servo out of here. There. Okay. Let's see if I can actually fix this mount. Go like that. So basically put some goop in there. Put some goop in here. Same with up here. And over here. Goop it up. I also like to reinforce this. Just get it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna reinforce this really well. Can't really see. Black parts are really hard to see on video. But I'm just trying to get some all around the joint so that when it sets here, it's gonna set nice and strong. It's almost ready to set. There. I could always sand it down if I need to after, if there's just too much there. I don't think there is. It looks pretty good. This stuff will turn rock hard too. There. Just hold it for a minute and it'll be good to go. Getting too hard already. Put some on the back side here. Oh geez. Alright, yeah, I should just hold it in place. Stop fiddling with it. There we go. You know, if I can do this instead of have to reprint the part right away. I mean, I may have to reprint it later, but at least I can keep moving on the project and get things moving. I'll just toss that. Oh, Jesus. Hold on a sec. There. I just have to hold it here until it hardens. I know this is so exciting. I can trim this out later. It's kind of ridiculous, but it has to be done.